So, we started a podcast. We started a podcast. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Not me.
Definitely not me.
No, man.
Tw-
We couldn't.
24 years of life. I never thought about this.
I mean, just the process to get all the stuff took like, what, 4 weeks? Setting everything up.
We got a nice setup though.
We got a nice setup. A nice
It
setup.
took time, but
Yo,
I got through it.
I think we put in at least a good like 10 hours into this whole setup.
Definitely, if not more.
Yeah.
That's-
Just trial and error, right? We got the wrong stuff, then change it up, then,
Yeah, that's how you know we're serious.
But yeah.
Which
That's
I'm
how you know we're
surprised.
serious. All right. Well, before we before we go on too far, right? I guess we'll introduce ourselves. So who you're hearing now is Raheel, right? That's it. Basic introduction. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Osama. Alright, my name is Anas.
And my name is Sujil.
All right, we're all from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Right?
You want to give my postal code too, brother?
Sure. Go ahead. Single income. Can you raise a family? Yes or no? In 2020, Canada.
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Single income.
I mean, that's how I've been raised, on a single income, but like,
Yeah,
That's
that's
why-
true. All
that's
of
why I
us
see
have
it.
been raised on a single income,
that's why I see it being possible.
Not
like,
me,
it's
but
just-
my circumstances are different. So
except for you. But then that's choice, right?
Yeah.
That's choice, right? Or circumstance, whatever.
yeah, it was circumstances, not necessarily choice.
So you're the only one who's been raised on a dual income.
Yeah.
But would you say that it's necessary, like in today's society?
Personally,
Like-
yes.
I think it is too. It has to be.
Nah, it
What are your
depends,
reasons for
man.
saying
It
no?
Depends
on what?
on you. On you. You
On
can
me?
control your expenses. You can,
I
it's
can
just-
control my expenses, but can I control her expenses?
But then, do you really want to get married to someone like that? That's a
That's
whole
gonna
other
live like
question.
lavish.
But
Lavish and, like-
that's the thing, right? Well, I'm sure you guys are looking for arranged marriages. You're not gonna know what she's willing to spend on. What she's not.
You can
arranged
figure that
marriage
out.
is out of the
We'll-
question.
We'll talk about arranged marriage.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, wait, no, we
whoa,
not saying nothing.
whoa,
We not saying nothing.
Whoa,
Look.
whoa!
Breath
whoa.
of fresh air. We not saying nothing.
We really aren't.
We not-
With all those eyes, we definitely not
we
saying
definitely
anything.
not saying nothing.
Look, okay, I don't know what that was about.
It's all
I
good.
don't
It's all
understand
good.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
but
neither.
anyways, we'll talk about arranged marriage in just a second. But say you have that agreement.
Mm.
But see, here's my thing. If you're getting married, you're becoming a team, right? A 2-person team
Yeah.
to raise a family. And in our culture, right, or in our religion, or how we've been raised, how
Mm.
I've been raised, is to take care of your parents and her parents, right? And
Yeah.
your families, right? Like if they're not able to support themselves, like
Mm.
that's my
Yeah.
thing. That's
Mm.
my thing.
Mm.
If that's an ideal circumstance.
Yeah, but
There's
then okay,
also-
like the
Go
thing
ahead.
is, okay, all right, so like you brought up parents and everything, right? So, of course, like if you know that you want to do that, right? Like help her parents, help your parents, and then help your family too, then that's a legit reason for both of you to work,
But that's
right? Like it's your circumstances. If they need the help
right.
and like they legit need the help, then you legit need to like both you guys need to work.
Exactly. I guess that's
But, like,
personal then.
But if they don't,
so
need
you're
the
saying
help,
so you're saying you
but if they
don't,
don't need the help, then
so you're saying you don't
need-
want to take care of your parents and her
Or
parents.
hers.
That's
if
what
they
you're
don't
saying.
need my help, like
if
then-
they don't need
Yeah,
your
if
help.
they don't need their,
if
Right.
they need my help, then
But they
like,
will
yeah.
need your help when they're older than their retirement age. But pension is not as much as you think it is. Old age pension plus your Canada pension plan. I don't know how much that is.
Neither do
Especially
I.
with
I don't
how
know.
we're living
It's
nowadays,
Is that
how
enough?
things are going.
Is that enough? For
I don't.
it's
I don't
per
have an
month.
idea, but
I think the lowest amount you can get is like 500, and the highest amount is like 2,000, right? But that's if you started, to get
What, 16 years or something like that? You were saying?
no, to get full pension plan, you need to be working. Is it 30 years?
Oh yeah,
I think
It was-
yeah,
You
you
were
said
saying it was
30.
30 years.
It's 30 years paying towards the Canadian pension plan
yeah.
and
CPP.
and the OAP, old age pension,
Yeah.
right? That's to get your full pension. But I don't know how many people are getting that, right?
But yeah,
But
like
so-
I don't have anything against it. Like
Against
you know,
the dual
to-
income?
Yeah, like But if you need it, then yeah, like
How
it
would you
should be
have
there,
anything
but it's
against more dollars in your bank account?
And like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys would want someone who's educated or has invested in their time in education.
If
Why
it's-
not put that to use, right?
If it's someone on your level, then
Why
they're
not?
definitely going to be making as much as you, more than you, or like some substantial amount that can have a big impact on your life.
Because you never know about what circumstances will arise in your life.
Because I think a single income is a lot of stress on that single income earner.
It definitely is, especially coming from households that it was at one point for me. It was based off single, right?
Right.
And it is stressful.
It is. I can attest to that as well. Right? Like, I can be honest about that. Like, it's hard on a single income.
But what if you're making good money?
I disagree with that. Like I haven't. So my dad's been working, and like I haven't really felt it being like
A burden?
difficult or like.
No, but what I'm saying is, let's ignore personal situations for a little
Okay.
bit.
Alright.
Let's ignore that for a little bit. What I'm saying is, imagine having two people making an income, right? That's two sources of income into the house, right? And what do we learn? What do you learn from any self-help or money planning course or conference or whatever? What do they say? You should have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
Right? That's just a regular business as well. Right? Any business, unless it's like really specific, they usually have multiple sources of income. So isn't this the same situation? Instead of a business, you're a family, right? But you have multiple sources of income now. That's redundancy. That's security, right? And that's ease of stress on both people.
What if
Right.
that one person gets sick?
Exactly.
Right? That was like what happened in my family. My dad
Yeah.
got sick, and that was the reason as
Right.
to my mother had to start working.
Yeah, this is a
But-
modern society.
You can't predict what happens. You can't.
Yeah. But this is a modern society. Women and men
Are
both
equal.
work.
Equal,
Yeah.
right?
They're equal. And bro, trust me. Don't trust me. Don't trust me. Never trust me. But what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure whoever you marry or whoever you end up with will want to work. Right? I doubt she'll want to stay home past. Maybe she does. Maybe she wants to stay home the whole time.
Yeah, some people like that lifestyle.
If you can find someone like that, good for you. But good luck with that single income. I don't think that could work for me.
Single income, man. Okay, so obviously, if you're making more money, right? Like you're making 150K. 150K is high salary. I would say
Right.
that's a high salary.
Oh,
Probably pretty.
Bro,
That's
you're
top
like-
1%.
You're top 10%.
Top, not less. Top 5.
Sure, we don't know the stat.
We don't know the stats, but top 5. And okay, let's say you're making 80K a year. You don't think 80K is enough?
Yeah, we read the study, right? After 80K, your happiness level doesn't change.
Yeah, diminished returns.
Exactly.
So just
Now
a little-
imagine 80 plus
yeah.
80.
yeah,
That's 160.
that's 160. That's just supplemental income that you don't necessarily need.
Right.
More
like,
money, more problems.
We've asked this question. More money,
No.
more problems?
No money, more problems too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That I agree.
So
But 80K is a
But
good
no,
salary.
no money.
Yeah.
So more money, more problems. No money,
more problems.
same more problems than if you have more money?
And that's what I think.
But why is it more money, more problems? What is he comparing it to? To no money?
It's different problems. It's more money, different problems.
More
Yeah.
money, different problems, same amount.
Same amount.
Same amount of problems. Problems never change.
Problems never change. You just find new things to be problematic
to be stressed
about
and, like,
or stressed about.
Right. So it doesn't matter how much money you make.
Definitely not.
You'll still find something that's a problem.
Something to that doesn't live up to
But
your.
that's what we are, right?
your
Problem
expectations.
solvers. That's what
Uh,
life is, no?
Sure.
It's
Not really sure about that
Not
one.
really sure about that?
Not
Okay.
really sure
Fine,
about
we'll leave
that
that
one.
for another
I
topic.
think we can leave that for.
Let's leave that for another
But
topic.
like as I was saying, 80K. Yo, our families have lived on way less,
Exactly.
way
No.
less,
Yeah.
poverty line.
borderline poverty.
Yeah. Poverty
And
line.
in my case, we were at the poverty line,
I was too.
and Raheel
Yeah,
was
and
too.
then, like, see, that's the thing. When I look at that, and then I think to our future, like how it's gonna be. So even if let's say I start working, I'll be above that, right?
Right.
That's the
And
plan.
like, huh?
That's
the
Yeah.
plan.
That's
But
what we're
like-
going towards.
So like, you know, if I was happy living at where we were living, then if I go above now, shouldn't I be happier?
More money, more problems.
Yeah, but like therefore I don't need that second income, right? Like
So you don't want more problems.
exactly. So like I want more problems, but not more like, you know, not a lot more.
What?
Not a lot more
Whoa,
problems.
whoa, whoa.
Not bad. Not a lot more problems, you know, like if that makes sense.
But what do you think, Sajil? Let's say, you know, you get married. Let's say you get married. You know, you're making $80K a year, and you feel like $80K is doing enough for your family. What do you think? Like, do you think $80K is enough?
I don't think so.
And
I don't think it'll be enough by the time I get married. By the time I have kids, I definitely don't think it'll be enough.
You think $80K is not enough?
No.
What do you think is enough on a single parent income?
I'd say 100.
100K.
120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
You think 100 to 120,000 is what's needed to survive? Not survive,
Not
but live.
survive.
To
No,
live
definitely
to
not
live
survive.
lavishly.
To live, no, not lavishly.
Comfortably.
We're looking for comfort.
Comfort.
Comfort. Okay. So you think it's 100 to 120,000 on a single parent income in the GTA,
Yeah, if not more.
if not more.
So dual income.
It would definitely leave
It'd be
you with
just more than that.
Yeah.
Right? Hopefully that's our case, right?
See, this is where I okay, so let's say you have kids. Obviously, you know, you want kids. Would you, let's say both you guys are working. Now, obviously she's going to take maternity leave and she's off for a year. What would you say to her staying home to take care of the kid in the first couple of years? Or are you hiring a nanny? Or are you staying home and she's working?
I mean, that's where my parents come in as well. Because what my parents have said, they would love to raise my children.
See, that's crazy. That's
our
crazy.
culture. Right?
That's our culture, right? Okay, so I'm thinking about the white culture or the Western culture.
Nah, I don't
Where-
think we should label it as the white culture.
Excuse my language. The
Whoa.
Western culture.
Let's not offend anyone here.
No, I don't mean any harm.
This is the No Offense podcast.
The No Offense podcast, where what we say should not be taken offensively.
Who are we? We're just a bunch of dumb 20-year-olds, young 20s.
Too
you
much
know,
time on their hands.
too much time on their hands. Decided to set up a podcast.
So,
Shouldn't care.
Yeah,
Please don't get offended.
we digress. Maybe that should be the name of the podcast.
No.
Okay, yeah, go on with your point, man.
Yeah, so yeah, what's going on? Like your parents are gonna take care of those kids, like, which is fine. Then you don't have to take off. None of you will have to take off work. But let's say let's take out the parents from the situation for a bit.
Okay.
So what's happening in that situation? Who's taking off? Because are you gonna? I don't agree with hiring a nanny. I think
I don't either.
those are critical stages, critical developmental stages. And I don't trust some stranger to take care of my kid. I don't care who that stranger is. The only person I trust would be my parents, like you said.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But in that terms, in that scenario, then as a couple, you should decide who. That's where family planning comes in.
So would that be like the breadwinner, the person making the most money would go to work, and the person making the
not necessarily. I mean, that's where dual income comes, right? And then when you're both working, you're also saving up. It doesn't mean that the time that you guys have both been working, that money has to be used, or her money or your money has, like, you got to get rid of it all.
How much do you think you should save per month of your, like, a percentage wise, per month of your income?
Wherever you can.
I'd say I'd go as large as like 50%.
I was thinking the same number.
That's tough.
That's
40
tough.
at
Is
least
it?
40%, I would say, because there's
It
a lot
has
of
to be
things.
a high percentage.
There's a lot of things that you can cut down on, and especially if it's a dual income, it's
Right.
doable. It's 100% doable.
Yeah, dual income,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I think
well,
you'd be
with
able
the
to
dual
save.
income, I guess you could say 20 each, right? So 20, make it 40, or do you
No,
mean 40 each?
50%.
25 each.
I'd say
50% each?
50%
Okay, you're not saving
you're
that.
reaching.
You're not saving
Because
that.
okay, you guys don't know how percentages work. Then.
No, but I know how they work.
Say-
But I'm saying
No,
that
that's possible too.
that's
That's what I'm saying.
50%
Because
each is like what? 70% total?
what?
How does that work?
What are you saying?
How is
No,
what
no,
is
we don't know
total
numbers.
50%
We don't
each?
know numbers.
50%
So-
each is 50%
Of each
of the
person's
total. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, so that's what he was going on about.
What is he
So
talking
if you're
about?
both making 100K, you're saving 50K each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's 100K.
50, that's 50%
Yeah,
of the total
Oh,
amount,
that's-
the
yeah.
aggregate.
Yeah.
and you're bringing in 100, but you're also saving in 100.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're getting taxed on that, so it's
Yo, this
I don't
is
Let's
think
go
that's
back, man.
possible, but I mean, yeah, you could say, I guess.
but it's not
Like-
being saved like in your bank account. It's going towards an investment. It's going to something that grows money, right? We're not saying
Save it.
save it
Stash
in
it.
a bank, in a savings account where you're losing 2%
Stash it.
per
right?
year because of inflation. I already had this talk with Osama. Never let your money sit, right? Unless you have like a small amount, then it doesn't matter. Because 2% of 1,000, like 10,000, is not much, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
So even if you lose that much on 10,000, you're not really losing much, right? But if you have like 100,000 or like 50,000, losing 2% of that, that's a lot. You should make more, right? You should put it where it's, growing money, but it's still savings. Investment. Right? Or am I wrong?
No, yeah, I definitely agree. Your money shouldn't be stagnant
Exactly.
because a stagnant money is losing money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's where you reel back your lifestyle, right? That allows you to save 50% of your income per month, right?
50%, man. You think you could save 50%? Are you
Yes,
saving
my real-
50% right now?
Yes,
I don't
I
think
am.
you're saving.
He's
Well,
probably
I'm not-
saving
I don't
more.
I don't have an income right now.
All right, but when you had an income,
When
you
I-
weren't saving 50%.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I saved
that
more
was
than that.
that was because of Corona.
That's,
don't-
Yeah, yeah.
that's 'cause of
That's
Corona.
I
COVID,
saved
like-
75%.
That was because of Corona.
More than that, probably.
Because of Corona.
But no, I look on the bank app. It tells you. It goes, this much is coming in, this much is going out, and my going out has never been higher in the times that I've been working than what's coming in.
Well,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna go broke.
No, but that's what I'm
People
saying.
do.
I'm saving.
You know a
But-
guy?
You're saving.
I
you're
know
not
a guy. We
all
saving
know a guy.
We know a
70%,
guy.
bro. Like,
So you guys think with your income, but then here's the thing, like as your income rises, how much do you let your lifestyle rise as
exactly. That's the
More
thing.
money, more problems.
That's the thing, right?
well? It is-
That's-
you have-
That's the
your explanation
definition.
to
That's the
everything.
definition.
If you
Not
have the
necessarily.
self-control,
That's the
like-
definition.
Not necessarily.
Yo, you're making 80K a year. You think you're not gonna want a better car?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, like
that-
what's the
I'll-
point
I'll-
of the money? What's it just like sitting in your
Like
or
you
That's
said-
investing
what
it
I
is
said.
just-
It's not
Yo,
sitting.
wait.
Like-
Let me tell you why the more money, more problem revolves around the fact that you're making more money, so you're buying more things or you're looking to buy more things.
Right.
Like I was just talking about it with you this morning. I wanted
Right.
to buy a $200 pair of headphones,
Yeah.
and I had a perfectly good pair of headphones that
Right.
that I was using while I was saying, "Yo, I want to buy this $200 pair of headphones."
You have them on as you're looking for new ones.
I had them on, and they were perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Actually, better than fine.
Right.
They're high quality headphones.
Yeah.
And I'm working now, a full-time job, so I'm able to say, like, I'm able to make these kind of purchases regardless they shouldn't be made
Without it having a negative effect.
without it having a negative effect in the short term or the long term,
Right.
right? I wouldn't feel it.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you're making 80K a year, you're not going to want to drive your 2001 Chevrolet
Yeah,
Malibu.
like how are you gonna feel driving that to work compared to your coworkers who are driving
you
But
gotta
that's mentality, bro. You got
yeah, but that's
I know it's
it's hard to
hard.
control.
I
like,
know it's
you know?
hard. I know it's hard.
but it's possible.
But I think in order to like get ahead, you have to.
not
Definitely.
necessarily, man.
I think
You
you
could just
have
make
to.
smarter decisions in terms of your investments.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying specifically is your lifestyle should never match your income. It should always be less if you're trying
Well,
to
yeah.
if you're trying to get
But I'm
ahead.
saying that it's still like your lifestyle still changes with,
It will.
with the
It'll
money that you
rise.
make.
It'll rise.
Yeah. So
But you
more
have to
money, more
cap it.
But
problems.
there's a control to it,
You
right?
have to cap it.
But more money, more problems.
That's on you. You have to cap it.
But more money, more
That's a
problems.
personal problem. Then
Yeah. But
That's
yo,
a
what I'm
personal
saying,
issue.
what I'm saying is dual
But-
income. You need it. It decreases the stress. Your mental
Okay,
health
but
is
the thing
better.
is,
But
like-
dual income, more money, more problems.
At the end of the day, like okay,
Bigger house.
So
bigger car, two cars,
Why are you gonna need a bigger house?
two cars.
If you're
Because
You're
you
gonna
have
need
the
two
money.
cars.
you have the money, okay, but
okay, but a
if you're-
house is an investment vehicle.
It is,
Right.
but like I'm saying in terms of you're a family of 4, you have 6 bedrooms. Why are you gonna move into an 8 bedroom? You don't need that,
Yeah,
right?
Maybe
just bigger rooms.
Maybe you want to change the scenery.
Okay,
But-
you can find another 4 bedroom or a 5 bedroom. You don't need that.
Maybe it's
What
more
I'm
expensive
saying
in that
is-
scenery.
You're less limited with a dual income than you are with a single income.
I'm saying
What do you
More
say?
money, more problems.
More money, more
of course you're
problems.
saying
No,
that.
I'm unplugging his mic.
I think
Nah,
Osama
I'm
agrees
about
with
to
I
unplug
you.
agree,
him.
I agree with that, man. Because okay, like, thing is,
You think
you-
regardless? Hold on, let me get your point straight. Then
Yeah.
you can go.
yeah,
So your point is the more money you make,
yeah,
your lifestyle will always increase.
yeah. Because there's a reason you're making
a
the money,
high
right?
level.
Like, you don't make money just for it to like sit
Sit
in your
there.
bank and be like, okay, yo, I have 30K.
But he said
Extra
that
or
that's
whatever,
not
like,
the,
you know?
that's not the
Yeah,
purpose.
but what's the point
as
of-
you make money, you'll spend money.
But that's also wrong. Like, what's the point of amassing all that wealth? Where the
I'm
whole,
not saying amass it. I'm not saying like
but you're saying keep investing it, keep investing it.
I didn't get. We didn't say what we're doing with it.
You said not to let it sit around.
No,
Yeah.
but you guys said it would
Let
go
it
into your
sit.
lifestyle. You guys made the final distinction. I didn't.
But either way,
I didn't. I
either
didn't make
way,
a final distinction
even
where
if
this
it's
was
if
going.
it's not going to your lifestyle, then you're just amassing
like
wealth
you're
at
okay,
that point.
basically, okay. Let's say even if you
I
don't
never
use it
said
towards
Then
your
it becomes a
lifestyle, right?
problem.
But you're using it to invest to grow it. So
Yes,
you
to
want
grow it.
you want more basically.
Yes.
That's where
Why do
I
I
see the
want
problem,
more?
right? That's where I see the problem. It's like
Why
you'll
do
never
you want
have
more?
you'll never have enough.
Yeah.
You'll never be at a point where you're satisfied.
but
like,
we're not looking for enough.
you guys
like-
you guys
Then what are you
you
looking
guys
for?
just assumed.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
You grow it because I said there are people to take care of.
You can take care of those people at a lesser income.
How do you know? You can't tell what problems can arise, what can happen.
Hey man, we
God
live in a
forbid-
socialist country.
You can do a lot.
God forbid something happens to you. You want now your significant other that hasn't worked a single day in their life, has never saved a single penny. Oh, all the stress is on you now. What is she gonna do?
Right. And what I'm saying is you're not investing this money to just sit there and like grow itself. Right?
Mm.
You're not sitting it that's its only purpose. I never said that. Right? We can go into the purposes of what I want, what I would ideally want to do with my money. We can do that. Right? It would be to make sure that, her parents, if they're at an age, that they can live comfortably, right? My parents, they can live comfortably, right? And reinvest into the community. We have a community that we can reinvest in, and we do it, right? We have a form of donation that
Financial
we do regularly.
sacrifices.
Exactly, right? You can give it into the community again, right? But you can do that on a lower income, but there are smarter ways to do it. And I think that's why you should learn how to invest it, how to grow it, in order to give back more.
Yeah, but are you gonna really?
Are you really gonna give back more though?
Yes.
That's based on your own morals and how you are as a person.
Like okay,
That's what
we
I'm
can
saying.
sit here talk about it, but like
Actually
money
doing
changes.
it,
Money changes. Yeah, like
that's what I
money
said.
changes
to you.
people.
I've agreed
If
with
you
that.
have money, right now you're saying, okay, I'm gonna give it back to the community, right?
Right.
But once you actually getting the money,
Yeah.
you might be like, okay, I could give it to the community next month. I'll get a new
Okay.
car right now.
Yeah, like
Or
what about
whatever,
those
right? You know,
capitalist people that make $35K a year leased Beamers,
Those guys who don't want
who
tax
aren't even in
increases.
those tax relief brackets, but they be acting
People
like
don't know how taxes work. do
they don't know how taxes work.
They don't know how taxes work.
But so this goes back to the whole thing. Making more than 80K a year, you're getting diminished returns.
Right.
So,
So give it away after 80K
all right, but why do you need to make it if you're going to give it away?
because you can reinvest in the community, help people out.
But are you really gonna give it away?
Yes.
yes.
All right, I
like-
guess that will, time will tell.
I think you guys are focused on the negative too much.
Yeah,
no,
you're
definitely not.
There's a
Definitely.
perspective here. There's a perspective
It's
here
like
going
no,
on.
you guys aren't budging. It's like no, that's exactly what's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
happened to other people. It's the same conversation we've had before. Like you can't look at one negative and think that it's gonna happen every single time.
Okay, but you think you're going to donate
Yes.
every single dollar
Yes.
after
About
80K?
Exactly. that.
Yes. Why not?
I
You
will.
think you're going to do that?
Yes.
You're not going to do that.
If I'm able to do it,
If
I
you're
will do
able,
it.
see, that's the key word there.
if I make more than
Exactly.
80K,
If
I
no,
will
it's not
do it.
about- okay.
If I make 60K, I'll give as much as I can with 60K. If I make more than 80K, if I make 100K,
okay, so
I'll
the
give
thing is-
more in proportion to that 100K. Do you get that?
So you could use a tax relief, eh?
It happens. It happens.
I'm joking,
That's
I'm
true.
joking.
That's
Yeah.
true. You do get a tax deductible, but
yeah,
we know where we are giving it
yeah,
Mhm.
is going to a good cause.
yeah.
And that's why it shouldn't be taxed. If it was taxed, that
You'd
wouldn't
know
make
where it's
sense.
going.
Like it's going to the government, sure, right? But now I'm saying I want to take my money, I want to put it into this fund that doesn't have my name on it. This charity does not have my name on it.
Anywhere.
I'm not a billionaire trying to do tax evasion and whatnot. That's not who I'm trying to be. I'm trying to give it to a charity, which I know will do good work, which I work for, right? Which I volunteer hours to, right? An organization, a religious organization, right? But I know where the money's going and how it's used. I've seen their reports. I've seen the charities' reports.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. But at the same time, the dual income does not matter in this situation.
Yes, it does.
No, but why?
Because
Like-
if you're gonna give away everything above 60K, right? Let's say that. Okay. How does the dual income thing? Like, how does that even matter?
What if one of you is making 60K? Why does the other
Then are you
need?
gonna give? Are you 80 away? If one
Because
person's making 60, are you gonna give the rest? Are you gonna give yours away?
it goes back to my point. Marriage is a team, right? We
I agree.
both make money,
I agree.
so we can give back more. We can invest more, right? We can use our money in effective ways.
Okay. So in my opinion, right? I think that a single parent income is more than enough, depending on what the parent makes. If the parent's making like 40, 50K, I definitely think getting some help from your spouse is a good thing. I think both people should work in that situation. But let's say you're a single it's a single parent income household, right? And you're making 80, 90, 70 to 90, 70 to 100K. I think that's enough to do well, right? But here's where I differ. I still think both people should work, not because you need the money, but because it's healthy for the mind.
Value, like you're being valued as a person.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many
I
things.
agree.
There's so many things that our culture, the women in our culture, don't get to feel
Right, I 100%
because
agree with you.
because they don't. They've never worked a day in their life, and they don't feel what do you call it? What's the word?
The empowerment, like
Empowerment.
It's empowering.
It's empowering to work.
Right.
To feel like you're contributing to your household, to
Right.
yourself.
To society.
The small, like, this is why they say it's such a big deal when you give people the small rights, like getting a driver's license. Like, for example, when women weren't able to drive in the past,
Yeah.
and then they were able to drive, that opened up so many new avenues, right? They could go study, they could live somewhere else, they could work further,
Right.
they could find jobs,
So much more access.
so much more access. And I know a person whose mom never worked a day in their life, right?
Right.
And she felt like she wanted to work. She's like 40 something.
Right.
She made a resume, got help from her kids, made a resume,
Yeah.
and got a job as a cashier. But
That's amazing.
that's so much more to her that like we just think, oh, cashier job, that's nothing.
right.
But to her, that's insane. Like, she's
from nothing
from nothing
to cashier.
to cashier.
From mom. Like we should definitely give credit to
Well, yeah,
the role of mom,
Of
the job
course.
of the
the
full time,
most difficult job in the world.
full time, overtime.
Yeah, no pay,
No pay.
no pay. It's just through love.
That's pretty good payment, but still that's no pay.
No pay.
It's still a rewarding job, but like
Yeah,
there's something with having a job in society
yeah.
other than mom.
Yeah.
Because mom, we know that's a job you have to have.
Yeah.
There's no getting around it if you have a child. Unfortunate situations, whatever.
Shout
Let's
out
not
to all the
focus-
moms out there.
Shout out to all the moms.
Definitely.
Let's not focus on the unfortunate situation where people don't have moms, right?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. But just having that level, like just having that position,
That
title,
feeling.
so much more confident. So
Your
much,
self-worth increases. The way you look at yourself changes.
exactly. Yeah.
Right? You feel more important. And I feel like that's so key in our society and in our culture to give women that empowerment. And that's where I differ, where I feel like you don't need two incomes. but I would still encourage my spouse to work, my wife to
Right.
work, because I feel like she needs that independence, and she
Uh-huh.
needs the feeling that you get from working for yourself.
Yeah, I would see that. Like,
And I would encourage it totally.
yeah,
And
I
if she
wouldn't say
wants
you
to work
need.
after having kids, and she
Right.
wants to work, and she feels like, she wants to work, I'll take the back seat and I'll stay at home and I'll be the stay at home dad.
Right.
I have no issue with that.
She gets maternity leave, and if you work for a good company,
You can get
You can get
maternity leave as
you
well.
get not maternity leave,
Paternity.
paternity
Yeah.
leave.
Same thing, different toilet,
Same thing.
different toilet.
Right. Well,
Okay.
hopefully we're able to, have that, that benefit. I think Canadians are moving towards it. Right. The
There are a lot of
NDP
companies.
The
that have
NDP
that.
brings it up all the time. They'll never be in power, but shout out to them for having.
They
cool
only had
ideas
one real chance, and that was in 2008,
with,
back when Jack Layton died.
Jack Layton.
Rest in peace, Jack Layton.
Rest in peace.
Good man.
But yeah, they have cool ideas, but
It's kind of out of reach.
we all know how they turn out. But
Yeah, it's kind of out of reach.
yeah,
Like,
but
Yeah.
but would you prefer? Okay, let's go. Let's not say want, need. Would you prefer dual income? Yes, or
Yes.
no? You
Yes.
prefer it, Sergio? Anas, would you prefer it?
I think definitely prefer it.
Prefer,
You-
yeah. That's
there's-
what I'm saying.
Why would you go without it? If there's a chance to have it,
Yeah.
then you would definitely prefer it.
Okay.
It's more money, more problems, but it's more money.
Someone unplug
All
this
right,
guy's
yeah.
mic.
Okay, Osama. Would you prefer having a dual income family in the future or a single income family?
Definitely, like if you have the option, and it doesn't
Ideal
really,
situation.
affect anything in a negative way, then yeah, for sure. It's just more money, more problems, but yeah, more
So you're
money.
saying dual income.
Yeah,
Okay, so we all prefer dual income.
Prefer it is different than saying that you need it.
yeah. You don't
Alright.
need there's a difference between a need
And the
a
whole
want,
question
you
was
know?
if you need it or not.
It's like a
Yeah.
need and a want.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down
Like
to.
I wanted those $200 headphones in the morning,
but you didn't need them.
but I
right?
stepped away from my keyboard. And my
Why
mouse.
though?
'Cause
Who helped you
didn't
make
need
that
them.
decision?
Not you.
Raheel did.
No, I
Nah,
didn't.
nah.
He said,
I said if you
Y'all
need
replied
it.
mad late. I already made my decision.
if you need it, exactly.
I
I
said
already
if you
made my
need-
That
decision.
kind of helps, right? In terms of
Yeah.
he gets to make the choice. Or does he really need them?
I told him like it's if you need it. If you don't have them, I think you
But
should
then
have.
He sent a picture of the ones he had, and they were and they were
That's
perfect.
that's such a weird thing. Open
Right.
back. What does that mean? Open back
It's
headphones.
meant for like acoustics stage sound.
Oh,
So you feel like
okay.
you're there in the actual like
Why
so
would I
let's
want
say
that
you
feeling?
have you seen those videos on YouTube where they put the recording of a song acoustics, just acoustics?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole point of an open back design is to make you feel like you're in the same recording studio
Yeah.
as that singer, as that band, whatever,
Okay.
to make you feel like you're immersed in the sound.
I'll have to try those. Then.
Yeah.
I'll have to try them because I've only had the type you're wearing now, closed back,
Yeah.
not noise canceling.
No,
Unfortunately,
these are not on this kind of. No.
I need to experience that too, though.
$200.
$200.
They're on sale right now.
God damn, I'm good. I'm good.
Good
And
call.
I'm
Good call.
capping my lifestyle. I'm capping them at those $150 headphones.
Single income.
That's it. Single
See, if you had a
income.
double income deal, you probably would have copped it.
I probably would have copped it. You're
Like,
right.
oh, I got more money. Might as well spend it, right? Like,
But that doesn't make any more problems, does it?
But yo,
So what's the verdict?
The verdict is live within your means, never go over. Living your life on credit, yes, within means, right? If you have it in your checking account or your savings account, then spend it. But if you don't have it, don't spend it. Unless it's a mortgage or whatever, then you have to.
Seems like a
Just-
pretty safe answer if you ask me.
It is. That's
a
the
safe
safest
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
Why would you want to?
Spend the money you have, not the money you don't have.
Exactly.
or the
Would
one
you-
you're gonna
okay,
get
okay,
in
okay,
like
okay.
Simple
2
as
weeks.
that.
Don't spend
Alright,
what you're gonna
alright.
get in 2 weeks.
So just like a
Don't just pay the minimums on your interest on your credit card bill. Don't just do that.
You just give him the bank money.
Your credit score is probably 900. They love you.
so.
You're just paying the minimums. I love you. That's what the bank is saying.
All right, let me get this straight. So, let's say you're a young kid, like we're young,
Yes.
fairly young,
Yes.
Okay.
mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Young adults.
Yes.
I feel like at this part of your life, when you have no other responsibilities, right? You know, unfortunately or fortunately, you know, we're all living at home with our parents.
Yes.
So
Very fortunate.
Very fortunate.
fortunate in some situation, unfortunate in some, fortunate in better. I would say more pros than cons for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. To all you suckers that are paying rent out there, move back in with your parents.
They probably will.
Rent is high.
right.
Rent is
Really
high.
high.
man.
It's only getting
Really
higher.
high.
It's only
It's only
getting
getting
higher.
higher, bro. We don't even know where we're gonna end up owning or renting or out of the city.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, let's not think about that.
But-
let's.
But yeah, so
we'll say that for another podcast.
So you can make like, I wouldn't say extremely reckless decisions,
Right.
but I think you have the luxury to be able to spend a little bit more recklessly as a kid, as a young adult.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
let's say, like, okay, as I said before, I'm a cheapskate, but I'm a cheapskate within my means, right? But there's some things that I think that you should spend money on
Right.
if you're able to afford it. Like, for example, it gets hella cold in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
Hella cold. Like, we're talking
Oh,
minus
yeah.
30, minus 40 with wind chill.
Yes, sir.
And there's a jacket I'm about to say, so just laughing already.
Say it.
Okay, there's companies that make good quality jackets.
A Monclesi.
So there's Canada Goose. Everybody in the world knows what a Canada Goose is. Okay.
I might be purchasing one soon.
Yeah. So okay.
How much is that?
So
Let's not go there. Let's not.
How
go
much
there.
is a Canada Goose?
We'll keep that for another
So,
day.
okay.
800.
whoa.
Let me tell you guys. My sister, when she got her first job,
Yeah.
the first thing she did, buy a Canada Goose.
She was a young adult.
She was a young adult, yeah.
And she wanted to feel like
$700.
yeah. But she wanted to feel good about her. It was a reward for herself.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. It's a
But
social
this
statement.
is
It's a
where
statement.
I say, okay, yo, hold on, before anything, social statement.
Yeah.
Yo, I always said, when I'm making enough money, I'm buying me a Rollie, and and the thing is, it's not because I like Rolexes. Like, I probably would never even wear it, but
It's no function to it.
it's a motivation to me to know that I've made it. And
It's
I
a
told myself,
reminder.
like, if you have the disposable income to, like, yeah, Rolex, there's cheap Rolexes, there's expensive Rolexes. I'm
Right.
talking like
AP.
I'm
talking
talking like a nice $20,000-$30,000 Rolex.
20
This guy
racks.
said Iraq.
Iraq.
No, not those cheap fossil watches. Okay,
You're saying $20,000.
I'm saying if you have the
To
disposable
put-
income to buy a Rollie,
And,
you've made it.
and here's the thing. You're not going to be looking at your wrist.
I'm
You're
still
looking
looking
at
at my
your
phone.
You're still pulling out your phone.
I'm still pulling out my phone.
Okay. All right.
But
20
but like you said, it's a more of a motivational piece for myself.
I didn't say that.
I said
You
that.
said that.
I said that.
Okay.
So like I said,
Let's make it clear.
but yeah, as I was saying, I still think that there's a certain level to how good a product can be, and then after that level, it's just brand name and
Right.
reputation. So I think Canada Goose is hella overpriced.
Of course.
I think a winter jacket,
This guy's throwing shade at me now.
a winter jacket, up until like $500 is the most you're gonna get for your money.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Up until 500, but
Right.
after that, it's just name, like
I
Montclair, Moose Knuckle.
I disagree.
Moose knuckle's weird to me.
Moose
I would
Knuckle's
never
mad
wear 'em.
weird. It
If
doesn't
you wear
even
'em-
look good.
If you wear a moose knuckle, you know what that is, right?
Let's not profile.
Let's be honest. We
Let's
all
not
know.
profile.
Let's not profile.
That's not.
Everybody knows what a moose knuckle is.
We'll keep that off records.
Okay, fine. You know what a moose knuckle is? Google it. That's weird. If you wear a moose knuckle,
I think it looks ugly.
you either didn't Google it or you're a douchebag or something. I apologize. No offense, podcast.
But so see, like, I think a Columbia jacket or a North Face jacket, they usually cap at around $400 to $500.
Yeah, I'd
Maybe
say
even
so.
cheaper, like $300 to $400.
Three. I think you can get a nice one for $3.
Yeah,
$250.
and I think
$3.
they will provide the same amount of warmth as a
Right.
Canada Goose. I think so.
I agree. But yo, this is the point of the podcast, right? We talk about these ideas as we're, at this age, and we just see where they go. We see where the ideas, travel to
Yeah.
and how they develop over time.
Yeah.
Like the ideas we have today,
Yeah.
they're not going to be the same ideas in a month from now.
Yeah.
I was going to say a year from now, but probably a month from now.
Even a week.
I'll regret everything I said on this podcast today.
This guy's gonna go home and start deleting shit.
I'm just going to edit the crap out of it. I'm
He's
going to
gonna
add
delete
bleeps and...
Yo, someone taking on the USB right now.
But so as I was saying, we're at the stage in our life where we can be a little bit more reckless with our
You
money.
can make mistakes. This
can
is
make
literally
mistakes.
the age to make mistakes. Your
I'm not saying
20s
go finance a 7-year car. Okay, I'm not saying that.
Hey.
I know a guy.
You know a
I
guy?
know a guy too.
You know
I
a
know
guy?
a guy.
I know a guy.
It's
I'm
the
not
same
saying
guy.
let's finance a 7-year whip that you're gonna be 30 when you pay it off. That's disgusting. Okay, don't talk to me about that. I think that's the worst thing you can do to your life.
Hey, but the payments are cheap.
The car's nice.
The payments are cheap.
Hey man, my car goes A to B. It might go slower. It might make a bit more noise, but it goes A to B. It goes B to A too.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And you
That's
know
wild.
what gets you from A, B to C to D? The TTC 325.
325.
Presto card fill up, auto reload at your local Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yes. Another sponsor.
No plug.
That's not going to help us at all. You got to stop.
We
giving
all
these-
know someone for those too, but
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
Student Presto?
We know a guy.
We don't talk about that.
Let's not
We
expose.
don't bring it out. We don't.
Let's not expose.
Are we talking about fraud here? Okay, anyways,
Excuse me.
before we go into more fraud and get ourselves in trouble, I think that's a wrap for the first podcast.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
I think it went well.
Yeah.
I mean,
hopefully.
we'll know if we're here for a second podcast, right? We'll see.
We have some corners to cut, some things to change, some
Exactly.
some improvements to make,
Adjustments to make.
So
some
if you
adjustments.
so if you ended up hearing this on whatever platform, leave us some feedback wherever you can.
Apple Music,
We might throw an email in there.
Spotify,
Spotify,
YouTube.
Google,
YouTube. I don't know about YouTube. Maybe YouTube.
YouTube, definitely
Definitely
YouTube.
YouTube.
We could throw we could throw a link in the description or whatever. Just leave us some
Subscribe to our
feedback.
channel,
Right.
like the video.
Please know this is our first one. Don't be too harsh. Be harsh as you want. Doesn't matter. I
We
don't
take constructive criticism well.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap. All right. Take care, everybody.